Hi, I'm Ron, and today I'm fortunate enough to have my good friend Chris Metcalf from Flex in the shop. And Chris, I'd like to bounce a question off you because you are the authority when it comes to polishers. And that question is that I get it all the time. I've never polished paint before. I'd like to learn how, but I don't know what to buy. And they're an expensive investment. There's just too many choices.
I think it's a common question. It's also very intimidating for someone that's never polished.
Sure it is.
A lot of people come to different car shows and SEMA or Mobile Tech Expo and different things like that, and they see people polishing or they see their local detail guy doing the work,
Right.
and they're wondering if they can do it.
Sure.
And, honestly, Ron, there's nothing to be scared of. We've got a small sampling of what Flex has to offer in the automotive market here, from our original polisher to some of our newer technology with the battery powered products. And really what we've done at Flex is we've tried to make it easy for the end user, something that we want to make it easy for that person to be able to detail their car. And we really want them to feel safe in that they're not going to do damage to their car. With the right pad, the right product, and the right machine, I mean, honestly, it's really hard to do damage to your car. You have to try.
One of the things is obviously everyone's conscious of their money.
Yeah, of course.
You've only got so many nickels.
Yeah.
But I was always taught to buy the most expensive tool that you can possibly afford.
Yeah.
It's not saying buy the most expensive on the market, but the most expensive that you can afford. So when they look at this Flex line, they're not a cheap tool. But you at some point you have to weigh that dollar versus benefit option.
I think the biggest thing is that we're a true manufacturer. We manufacture every nut and bolt that's in our unit, all the way down to the batteries, Ron.
Right.
It's one of those things where Flex has done the research. We've tried to make it as easy as possible for you, the end user, to be able to use the tool and feel safe. And really, realistically,
well,
when you talk,
you just said, not to cut you off, sorry,
Yeah.
but you just said tool.
yeah,
And I think that's one of the things is people have to understand that it's a tool.
Yeah, of course.
And you always want to buy a good tool. Now, like the 3401 here, I've had one for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it still runs
Yeah.
like it, day one. And
that's the beast.
it's never had anything done to it. So,
There's a lot of different options out in the market. If you want to talk about, hey, I've never purchased a polisher before. This is my first introduction to Flex. Which polisher would I buy? I think I really have to kind of give you a little bit of understanding of what's out in the market. There's basically three different polishers. There's the rotary polisher, which I have over here, and then our free spinning polisher, which is over here. And what I mean by free spinning is that this is actually free spinning, but it runs on an orbit as well. So wipe on, wipe off, kind of an action that it's going to make. Whereas your rotary is just turning in a circle, a
Right.
circular motion. In the middle here is kind of a newer technology that we have. Like you said, this has been around for a long time, but these other motions have been around longer.
right.
This gear-driven motion is something that's kind of, to be honest with you, it's kind of in the middle. If we talk of scale from, this rotary will be able to do your deepest scratches if you have those.
Mhm.
And the rotary will still be able to get all the way over to this far side for Ivan. But the bottom line is that with a rotary, you can do the entire range of polish, but the free spinning polisher is going to give you that highest finish. If you want to do that very finicky black, you've still got a little bit of hazing at the end, probably using a free spinning orbital is going to do it. But in the middle is that gear driven. I always tell people that, and obviously your pad and product is really going to be the defining factor for what's going to be able to be accomplished.
Sure.
These are just a part of the process, but the gear driven in the middle is your most versatile tool. The right pad and product, you're able to get heavy correction. The right pad and product, you're able to get that high finish.
So the difference between these two then is simply this one's corded and this one's battery operated.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, you've got advantages to both.
Right.
Corded, you're going to get a little bit more power. Obviously, you don't have the batteries that you have to to change and things like that. But battery powered, if all you're doing is on a Sunday afternoon detailing your car and you don't want to trip over the cord, the battery powered unit's pretty nice.
And this comes with 2 batteries.
Yeah, the kits typically come with 2 battees
And a charger.
and a high-speed charger. We have another video that we made, which is really good, talks about the batteries, so you can look that up. You know, but it's 30 to 40 minutes of true runtime. That's actually physically using it on the car. And a lot of people say, well, you know, it's gonna take me longer to detail the car. The runtime is start the clock when you start the polisher, stop the clock when you stop using it. So when I talk about 45 minutes, if you're using it for 45 minutes straight, you're doing something wrong in your process. So watch another video on that. But you know, it's one of those things where, you know, just no cords. You know, you're going with a reputable company on the battery powered, because there are some other battery powered products that are sold out on the internet that are by no name companies. I would tell you that if it has the name Flex on it, we back our product, and we've done the testing and the research. We know it's going to work.
And you guys make your own batteries.
We do, yeah.
So it's not sourced from some little...
Nothing's being sourced or anything like that. We have complete control. We know what's in there. I mean, our recycle times on our batteries is around 1,200 before it even starts to change the way it reacts, which is unbelievable.
So in your opinion, as a polisher professional, you would suggest that someone just starting out would start off with either one of these 2 machines in the middle?
If I was gonna say, if you just were gonna buy one machine, I would probably start out with one of these in the middle, the gear-driven units. It's just it's an easy unit to use. It's very forgiving. It's not something that you need to worry about doing damage. The biggest thing is you always are moving. You're keeping your pads fresh. You're not, you know, using the same pad for the entire car.
Right.
You know, and you have the right product. I think that's another key point. You know, this is just like, we're a tool. You know, us as the user is a tool. This is the tool, then you've got the pad, and then you've got the product that's going on the paint. So with all that combined, putting it together, the right combination, that's really what, you know, you need.
Okay, well, great. Well, if you'd like to have any more information on Flex tools, be sure and click on the link below. And if you like this video, be sure and hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime we put out a new video. And please subscribe. This is Ron Atchison for Chris Metcalf. Thanks for watching.